Right then, welcome to another of my hand dry adventures, with this one being at Drayton Manor Resort. Drayton Manor is a theme park slash zoo combo owned by the Looping Group, which is a tad run down in some places when compared to the other major theme parks, and is known for completely changing a ride's themes, station and cars whilst failing to merely repaint the very grubby track. This is nothing compared to Pleasurewood Hills, also owned by the Looping Group though, which is astronomically run down and is known for having ride restraints released mid-ride. Very safe indeed. First of all, we notice a slight problem about Drayton Manor, and that is that it's in Birmingham, the home of steel. But if we ignore that slight problem and proceed into the site, the first set of toilets we go to are up near the hotel car parking and Crazy Golf, where the accessible toilet has a World Jar Model A. Oddly, the male toilets were locked whilst the female ones weren't though. The baby room just had paper towels. I'm at Drayton Manor Resort in the accessible toilet, sort of right at the top of the car park near the hotel. So, it's the most northern one on the map. World Jar Model A. Nice first start. The male toilets here are locked, like the women's ones. Baby chains and accessible are open, but male just locked with a key. It's a con. Now every bloke has to use the accessible toilet here. Which face the toilet dispensing, so there's not actually a forecourt like there should be. It's an easy refurbishing. Let's see what the costs are like. You can't disable it. No, it's not button. You can see enough Model A just inside the male toilets that's window as all day. Next we go down into the hotel itself, which has Veltia V7300s. Most of these between two sets of toilets in the hotel have been replaced with newer ones. However, the accessible toilet behind reception, which appears to be the only one in the whole hotel, still has a V7300 for original from when it opened in 2011. Both motors in this dry have clearly seen better days though. I'm at Drayton Manor Resort Hotel in the accessible toilet behind reception. I have a lovely surprise. My first Veltia V7300 I've been able to film. It's a found some at Braintree Village without being able to film anything. The toilet's a lot nicer than the last one. Sound amazing though, it doesn't dry the fastest but feels nice to use. Now we head to the entrance into the Vikings area. This area opened in 2022, however the toilets have Dyson ABOAs, so it's probable that the entrance was built a few years before the rest of the area. The toilet setup is a bit stupid, so there's two unisex toilets and two unisex slash accessible ones, which aren't enough for how busy this area can get. I filmed the left-hand unisex slash accessible one. Outside the Drayton Manor Resort East entrance in the left-hand unisex changing toilet. It says two unisex baby changers and there's three unisex accessibles. It's a bit cute though. Next we go up to the Gold Rush toilets. This ride only opened for the 2024 season, and the surrounding area has been completely rethemed, so I was very much expecting to find the toilets looking nice and new. However, it turned out that just the exterior has been done up, with the toilets themselves being left untouched. This does mean that I managed to film another World Dry Model A, where the toilets are looking very tired, and the layout is impractical since both standard areas have an accessible toilet, with there being no unisex one. Really, these should have been fully done up to fit in with Gold Rush, along with the layout being changed. The main male toilet area had a very knackered Warner Howard MR48, which was clearly a cheap replacement for a failed Model A. Drayton Manor is all accessible within the main group. There you go, Rush prison. Nice, well try Model A. The main male area just has a Warner Howard MR48. In the GSQ 250B, I think, probably replaced for them. So it will be on those things and things. Nice find there so far. And then like any of the moment ones that stay published. There's Cinder, which doesn't have a maintenance, doesn't it? I'll see that though, and no new approval. Yeah, they did up the whole area around this, they put a new one, did up the outside of these, but didn't actually put a new toilets, as I'm sure you can see. Accessible toilet though. I think it's just back to back with the other one. So obviously it should be like a pattern here or something. Look how high that is. Next we go down into the area where the wave sits, which has a set of toilets that have been refurbished within the last few years and are home to more Veltia V7-300s. Despite only being made in 2022, the dry and accessible toilet is near enough done already though, since the air was incredibly weak on one side due to one of the motors being totaled, and the other one was sounding awful. Nice to see that these are as durable as Airstreams. Toilets at the bottom of Adventure Cove at Drayton Manor as well. There's another Veltia V7-300. Very nice, honestly. 322s are pretty new. Until these just aren't the most durable drives. So that you can hear up there, they're all sounding hideous. That one sounds alright, but you can hear from the fundamentals, it sounds hideous. I don't know how old all the others are. Oh, it's just unfortunate it's even durable. Toilet's just been cleaned, looks nice. Back jet's normal. This front one's really, really weak. It's only from 2022 as well. This looks like a high traffic toilet. Now at this point I realised there's a set of toilets just outside the main entrance, so I had to get a re-entry stamp to go out and film these. I'm glad I did though, as whilst the male toilets just had MR48s, the accessible toilet still has a World Dry Model XA, which is quite a rare sight nowadays. A modern toilet alarm looks to have been fitted in here somewhat recently, which would likely mean there's no plans to refurbish this set anytime soon. The accessible toilet just outside the main parking entrance straight away, so even nicer for the exit. Actually fit the toilet alarm. Really can't turn it off. Next we go into Thomasland and down to the toilets in the east of the area. These have once again had a refurbishment within the last couple of years, however Dyson HO2s have been fitted here instead. Not the most exciting of things, however at least they'll outlast all the Veltiers. In Thomasland, the toilets are now on the right hand side of it, and the accessible one, it's really dark, I think, red. These toilets have been redone recently. It's the nicest ones I've seen here so far. That's right from there. Oh, you're taking a piss, I'll see water. Oh, they've got water pressure issues then, haven't they? Now we move up to the toilets at the top of Thomasland, where the accessible one has another well dryer Model A. I'm rather surprised that these toilets weren't refurbished around the same time the previous set were, although these do seem to get less use since they're a little tucked away. The toilets at the top of Thomasland at Drayton Manor is all the accessible one. Have a nice old well dryer Model A. Got lovely feature actually. What the main one's attached at the moment. I'm guessing your ones are new builds because obviously they're fairly new. And try to get used to that. These ones are big choices at the same time. New toys are a lot nicer than this one. Well, obviously picking up new toys are a lot, so they're not, well, not overly rare, but somewhat rare. That's far too high for an accessible toilet. We now go up into the zoo area and into the toilets near the entrance of it, which have once again clearly been refurbished within the last few years, possibly around the same time as the Viking entrance was built. The accessible toilet has a nice Dyson ABO8, however the male toilets have a combo of an ABO8 and an HO2, meaning the HO2 replaced another ABO8. The accessible toilet, the zoo toilets at Drayton Manor as well. I've never done sampling I think that's supposed to be some baby change room. I mean, it looks like a weird empty corner, it just feels too big. Oh, why is the hand dryer there when the hand dryer could be where that toilet reset or alarm reset button is? That's far too far in the corner as well. It's weird. Also, it's weird, it's not for some electronic blocking system before. There's like a strike match thing. And then the thing is like showing red on the outside, but it's really cool. Now we finally go down to other sets of toilets in the lower zoo area, where we have what's arguably the best find on this entire site, which is of course an awesome Dyson Airblade ABO3. The male toilets had another one of these, however Veltier V7300 could be heard from the female ones. Drayton Manor Resort in accessible toilet near the bottom of the zoo, not the most bottom server near the tea room area. Yeah, very nice price, nice and ABO3. There's so uneven this map is really accessible. Had a pool court added to. Not all of them have, though all of them should have pool courts added. Move through that. Absolutely love these drawers, genuinely one of the fastest on the market, or what was on the market. Before the end of this video, let me quickly fill you in on the toilets I didn't manage to film. The area leading to the other set in the zoo was completely fenced off and looked like it had been for some time, which is a shame given that there may be more ABO3s down there. I couldn't refilm the changing places since it's accessed via the first aid room, wherever images online I can no longer find show that there's to just be an MR48 there. There's also apparently a third set in Thomasland, however I couldn't find these anywhere in this area or in the restaurant the symbol is on, so I wonder if they're accessed from the accessible parking area. Finally, there's a set of toilets in the Vikings car park, however I didn't realise that these existed when I visited, and even if I had, I don't think I would have managed to film them, as it would have been dependent on how far down the car park they are. So that completely rounds up this dry adventure. I don't have any more dry adventures planned for now, however I have plenty of other special content in the works for this year, so be sure to stay tuned. Thanks for watching, please leave any feedback about this video in the comments below, and goodbye.